So now we can move on to this flowchart here, and this is question 3. It says the flowchart below inputs the weight of a number of parcels in kilograms. Parcels weighing more than 25 kilograms are rejected. A value of -1 stops the input. The following information is output, the total weight and of the accepted parcels and the number of parcels rejected. So if we remember our flowcharts, we have got our terminators here and here. Anything in a rectangle is a process. Anything in a parallelogram is an input or an output, so we've got those two there. And anything in a diamond shape is a question. So let's have a look at this, and we have got our inputs over here. So we are setting our variables total and reject to start with, and then we are inputting the first weight, which is 1.8. Then we're checking to see if it's if it's equal to -1, or if it's greater than 25, which 1.8 isn't. So we can add that weight onto the total plus the weight. So we need to input our weight first here, and then we're adding onto our total over here. Then we are looping around and inputting the next weight, which is 26. So 26 is our next one, so we have to write that on there. And is the weight equal to -1? It isn't, and actually we can see it's there's only one input that's -1, and that's the end, so we can pretty much skip this. Is the weight greater than 25? It is, so we're going to increase, we're going to go along this path here. Reject gets increased to 1, so we have to do that on the next line. And then we're basically looping around again and inputting our next weight, which is 7. So we put 7 here, and we know that it's not -1 until the end, and we can see that it's not greater than 25 here, so we add that on, so our weight will be 8.8. Then we move to the next input, which is 11.3. And we know that that's going to be okay to get through to add it onto the total, so we can add that on, and that's 20.1. Then we can input the next weight, which is 10, and that will just get added on, 30.1. Then the next weight is 2.5. And that will get added on, 32.6. Then we have one which is greater than 25. We have 25.2, so we need to increase our reject again. So the weight is greater than 25, so we reject it, and our reject goes up by 1. Then we get the next input, which is 5. Actually, I'll put that on the same line there. 5. Then that gets added on to 37. No, that's not right. So that's 37.6. 37.6, yeah, because it's just 5.0. Then our next input, 19.8. And that will be, add those up together, 19.8, 37.6. So that's 14, 17, 57.4. Then we have 29.3 as our input. So that's going to increase our reject again. So we put a 3 there. And then we have -1 as our input. So here we have -1 as our input. So then we just output our total, which is 57.4 and 3. So nice flowchart example there. Very often in the exam as a flowchart, sometimes as pseudocode, but there's always a trace table question.